Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving my review for, let me grab it. This is a film with a all-star cast, in my opinion. You got Gwyneth Paltrow, Anthony Hopkins, Jake Gyllenhaal. Is there anybody else notable? John Madden. He's listed on the back of here. But that is a film called Proof. This film, basically, she is his daughter, and he is like this math wizard, mathematician, one of the best. He's basically just one of the smartest men alive, and he's ended up he's starting to lose his mind, they say this, go crazy, and he ends up passing away. This is early. You find this early on in the movie. Which kind of sucked. I was hoping that was more left toward the end, but it is what it is. They kind of give you that at the beginning. So she's going through grief / depression from everything because she basically was the one that was taking care of him the last years of his life. He plays his student before he died that he was working with him to help him get whatever he was trying to do. I can't remember exactly what he was trying to get. It's not saying on the back of here. Can't remember. But he was helping him with whatever he was trying to do. And so he was continuing to show up after he was gone, going through his stuff, trying to find anything that may show some light of his memory still there that he could have wrote down, because he kept journals of tons of basically everything. And these two end up starting to have a romantic connection. Her sister shows up, wanting her to come back to New York with her to take care of her because she's not doing the best job of taking care of herself. And then she also has fear of becoming him and basically losing her mind. You kind of figure out her sister's thinking that too. And the big dilemma in this is the fact that they end up finding this journal with this big mathematical thing figured out. I can't remember exactly what they called it, but it was something that nobody's ever figured out. And it becomes, was it her that wrote it, or was it him that wrote it, that figured it out? And so there's a big argument between her and her sister, and then him and her, because he wants to believe her, but it looks like his handwriting, but she's saying it's hers, that she wrote it, she figured it out. So he ends up basically saying she's lying, and ends up taking it to go get it looked at, and finds out that it actually is her, because the techniques that were used were too modern. They weren't old enough techniques where he would have done it. It's stuff that she would have known. So, he tries to go back and apologize, and she's pretty much at that point done with him. But when she gets to the airport, she kind of realizes that, he made a mistake. He should have believed her, but it was one of those situations basically where it was hard to tell. So I think she ends up, because she also don't want to be taken care of by her sister. She thinks she's fine, and she takes off running out of the airport and ends up basically meeting back up with him at, I want to say she's sitting on a college campus, I think. Um, but this film was just fine. There wasn't anything amazing about it. Like I said, I really kind of wish they would have stuck more with him, with Anthony Hopkins' characters. What was this character's name? Let's see. Her character's name was Catherine. Uh, uh, and then his character's name was Robert. So I wish they kind of would have stuck more with Robert's story, and instead of instead of their relationship story, or even if you didn't stick with his story, I would have loved to, I would like to seen them go down the route of maybe her having the issues he was having. Something more along those lines. It wasn't exactly what I wanted. It turned into something I didn't really care about, and I didn't want a love story with basically them fighting over whether or not she wrote a proof. I wanted more, just something different, and I just didn't get it. Before the performances was fine, but obviously, I mean, with this cast, the performances was perfectly fine. It's just the story really let me down on this one, and with that, I I would say if you think you're interested, check it out, but don't be in a hurry to check it out. It's nothing that you need to see. So, but I gave it a 3 out of 5. I thought that was fair. Um, I don't think it deserved anything lower than that. So, but just something that's not that's not going to make my shelf, unfortunately. So. That is everything for my review for Proof. So please comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell, be notified for all our videos, and we'll see you on the next one.